Let's go.
So, last time you you started following the author's track because you heard of a pair of murders in London. So you went to investigate, found dead bodies, and after looking around a little bit, you went to a bank that had a security camera that you looked through, and saw a vagrant run away from the crime scene at around the time of the murder, and sort of inferred his probable direction and found some sort of abandoned warehouse, where you indeed found him sleeping with the sword hugged. After that, Phoenix sneaked up on him and took his sword for safety. And at this moment, some sort of fog started filling the place, and familiar silhouettes of headless knights started floating around the corner of your eyes. They're back, and they obviously want to kill everyone again. So you can roll for initiative.
That's reflexes, right?
I think so. It's reflexes, and then you divide the result by 2.
Okay.
Let me... It's Capricorn. Yeah, reflex.
All right. So 6.
Sorry, 1 second.
All right. 6.
10.
Wow, that's a good roll.
Raven is 6, and
Xander really
10.
likes to fight.
Yeah. And this is, let's see. All right. So, I think that's Noah's turn. So, yeah, Noah, that's not Noah Centers. Noah, it's 6, I guess. Oh, wait, no, 7. 7. Good. So, Zender, that's your turn.
Okay.
There are people around you. You can guess that around 3 knights are around.
Well, I was at the bottom of the stairs still, because I never went up.
I think you're at the bottom of the stairs, yes.
Yes. So can I, run up the top of the stairs? Or are they around me even though I'm down here?
I think they were... they're downstairs. They're downstairs, actually.
Okay. So can I attack one of them?
Yes.
Okay, then I will attack... And there are 3 of them around me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's quite a few. Okay, I'll attack 2 of them. That's what I'll do. So I'll attack twice at -3.
All right.
Oh, that was good. Wait.
That's pretty good, yeah. All right, time for them to roll.
Die, Shadow! That's what I do. Swing with all my might.
All right, first one hits. Yeah, that's enough anyway. All right, so the first one, you dash for the first knight, and before they can react, your weapon goes through them and cuts a pretty painful looking wound in their form. You turn around, and the second one blocks. He had his weapon already raised. I think Raven, that's your turn.
Cool. So I have the sword electricity thing.
Yes.
Here, bolt of lightning. So what do I need to spend for that again? To use that?
1 point of light karma.
Yeah, and how fast does light karma regenerate? Did it regenerate since last fight?
No. It all regenerates at dawn.
So, did it or didn't it?
What? Oh, I think pretty sure it regenerated since the last time you used it.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
And
What?
it costs 2, right?
No. It costs for you. It costs 1 because you're in the way of the sword.
Yay, okay, so I'm gonna do that. So
it's,
I roll firearm.
Yeah. Yes. Which one do you target?
Xander hit one already, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then that one.
All right.
Ooh. I wanted to take a darkness set.
Oh. I already have like 3. Whatever,
think
I'm
you
gonna
still
take
hit.
another one.
I think you still hit with the light. I don't think you need to, right?
Yeah, but
What?
Oh, it can
roll.
dodge. That's true.
Yes, you can dodge.
I'm gonna take the darkness there. Whatever.
All right.
We'll need to be part of the dark side. The world is gonna end. Be prepared.
hit him with some black lightning.
Yeah.
Great. We're the people standing between darkness and light, and we've already got one person rooting for the dark side.
Very well.
Good start.
On a darkness set too.
So the knight's going to try to dodge and suddenly fail. Oh. Yeah, no, it fails. Okay. So you point your sword in a nice direction and blast it with a ball of lightning, and the knight jumps backwards and starts to kind of dissipate at the edges. And then it's their turn, I think. So that was not going to act.
All right.
Zender, the one you tried to attack second seems to take a back step from you and kind of pause for an instant. Then he goes to attack you.
Very, very pensive shadow.
All right. So that's 14.
What do I do?
Well, you can roll weaponry to block.
Oh, all right, cool. Good luck, sir.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that didn't feel like a very good attack. It was a decent attack, but you blocked it with no effort. Then, second one's probably going to be for you, Raven.
Oh, what did I do?
Oh, I wonder. Wow. Okay. Doesn't even. Yeah, no. Well, the second one kind of hovers towards you and slashes at you, but apparently misjudged the distance, and yeah, it didn't hit you.
They can fly.
What?
They can fly.
Well, they're not really touching the ground actually. So they're kind of gliding around all the time, although they don't seem to be moving up and down.
Wait, did it take the stairs or fly up to her? Because she's upstairs with me.
Well, oh, she's upstairs with you. Well, I guess the second one was for Xander then.
Cold-blooded.
All right. Then it's Fennec's turn.
Oh, yay, finally.
Do we have to do anything with the second attack? Or?
I am going to hide.
All right, that works. Do you want to make a stealth test for that?
Yes, and by the way, so if I hide, do I get if I successfully hide, do I get any stealth bonuses for an attack?
Well, it's going to be a little bit difficult right now, but potentially, I suppose you could make when you attack next, you can your target can make a vigilance check against your stealth check that you're going to make right now. Okay. Since it's like a dark place and stuff, I guess it works.
Plus, I have a really high stealth skill anyway. I could probably pull a Drax. Hide in plain sight. You all seen Infinity War yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
So no difficulty?
What?
So any difficulty?
No, just roll, and if you hit 12, it's fine, and well, that seems good. So there are a bunch of boxes around, and like torn curtains and stuff. So you kind of sneak around while everybody is fighting and throwing lightning and stuff. That said, oh wait. Yeah, he's not. Okay, forget about him actually. Yeah, he's gonna act then because. All right.
Oh, I forgot Arthur.
Yeah. Okay. So then, Raven. Yes. No, not Raven. Xander.
Okay. Quick question. Did I take any damage or anything from the second one? I didn't know.
Wait. I didn't say it was your turn.
Right, but I know it was just a quick question.
Yeah.
Just so that I know.
Did you take a damage? Well, no, because you blocked.
Okay, I know that I blocked the first one, but then I didn't know that the second one was coming to me until afterwards, and then I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, but I mean, basically the knight's roll didn't even hit 12, so
okay,
you don't even have to make a defense. All right, so he has yeah. So that would make 13.
Wait, what just happened?
Xander, can you do a vigilance check?
Absolutely. Xander looks around and sees the world.
Damn.
Through the eyes with such clarity.
Very well. Then you see a shape that doesn't seem quite as shadowy as the knights. It's a bit far from you, and it seems to be pointing something at you. Probably a gun that it's going to shoot. So it does 13 on his gun check. So you can try to dodge.
All right.
With -3 because you already blocked one attack this turn.
Bummer. So what was it? It was 13, right?
Yeah.
And I have to beat the 13, right? So either way, I'm hit.
No. You can as long as if you're defending, if you match the score, you defend. So 13 would be enough.
How do we get rid of debts again? Out of curiosity.
Well, you don't really get rid of it so much as you pay it.
How do you
eventually? with XP.
Okay, excellent. Yep.
Quick question.
Oh.
Did
Okay.
DM, did your audio just go down for anybody else?
No.
Go down?
I don't think so.
Oh, well,
Just
maybe he's
gonna-
gonna go back in a moment.
Okay.
Yep, I'll take a debt to the darkness.
All right.
Hey, join the party.
So sad.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what? I'll
Alright.
take the shot. I'll be a big
All
boy.
All right.
Shoot me! God damn you! Come at me, Shadow.
Very well. Then you take
Saving the world.
4 damage.
Nothing. You suck.
Yeah. The bullet goes through your arm, and like you're not surprised because you saw him before he shot you, but still, that was a sneak attack, and it still got you. So
I'm so mad right now.
then, Raven, you feel probably pretty good about yourself for blasting that knight, and at that moment you can see Arthur kind of dashing for you, and sort of he kind of wanted as if he wanted to tackle you, and you kind of you get startled a little bit and take a half step back, and he misses and like goes against the rail, but he turns back to you, and he seems to want to kind of tackle you or punch you or do nasty
God.
stuff.
Wait, do I need to roll?
No, you don't need to roll because he failed his attack, but he's there. So that's back to the next round. Xander, that's you.
Alrighty. Just as a small reminder, my aura gives me +1 to damage.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, is any of the shadows looking more damaged than the other?
Right now, no. There's two knights left, and neither of them look particularly damaged. I mean, they're a little bit tattered and not in good shape, but it's more like it's more as if there were like old corpses that rose from the grave. So it doesn't really tell you much.
Gotcha. Is one of them using a sword though, right?
The two of them are using a sword.
Didn't one of them shoot me with a gun?
No, that was someone else.
Oh. So there are like 3 mysterious people attacking me. Man.
Yes.
Wait, so there's...
It'd be great if one of my teammates were helping me, thanks.
we are helping you.
Calls
I'm
out
about to help you.
darkness.
Hold on. Wait, so how many enemies are there?
There used to be 3 that you knew of because there were 3 knights. One of the knights got taken out, and now there's someone else who seems to have been there as well and has shot Xander.
And
Okay.
Arthur is trying to tackle me.
Yeah, also.
Which makes sense.
I may have planned for that. So
Look this way.
Why would no, wait, why? I thought you said he wasn't a bad guy.
You're Lancelot.
Oh.
He hates you, no matter what.
don't attack him. I might have a plan.
How
for
does
that.
he know I'm a Lancelot?
Because you look like
Lance.
Lance.
You?
Lancelot was very feminine.
The same way I knew you were Lancelot. It's just like a
Actually-
memory thing.
You know, actually, in Arthurian lore, Lancelot was very feminine.
Well, no, I just mean like once I saw Raven, I was reminded of I got like a recognition of Lancelot.
All right.
So probably
Anyway,
something happened when we saw it. Anyway, yeah. So can I activate an asset and attack at the same time if I take a -3?
Well, I mean, you can activate an asset. The thing is, for you, since you're not on the your specialty isn't swords.
Right.
Well, your magic sword, it takes 2 karma points for you. So
Yes. I think I have 2 points.
that means you have to spend 2 turns spending them, because you can only spend 1 point of one type of karma per round.
Man, I really picked the wrong specialty. Alrighty. Then
Is talking a quick action?
What?
screw it.
Oh yeah, talking is fine. Don't worry.
I'm just gonna attack the two shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Rough. Here we go.
Ooh.
Second one misses.
All right. So there were. Tell me which attack hits which ones. There was one that you attacked in the last round, and one that you didn't attack the next round.
I feel like the one that I attacked last time would be a little bit off its game, or a little bit weaker, or what have you. So I feel like that one would go through, while the one that blocked me would continue to just be a difficult opponent for whatever reason.
Okay. So 17 is going to be the other one, right?
Yeah, the first one.
The first one.
The first one that you mentioned? Or the first, I guess.
You mean the one that
the one that was hurt? Yeah.
Well, that wasn't hurt, actually.
Now I'm confused.
No. You attacked 2 of them last round.
Right.
One which was finished off by Raven, and the other one that blocked your attack.
Oh, okay. I understand. So I would have attacked the other one then. Now I understand. I didn't know that Raven finished off the first one.
Mm. The one that blocked your attack, so 17 is for this one.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're complaining that nobody helped you.
All right.
Fair enough.
So you lunge at the knight and slash him with your sword, and something weird happens. Like the last time you hit the other one, your sword cut as if through flesh and bone, but here it kind of just passes through, and there's a bit of black smoke that follows the trail of your sword, and forms in the trajectory of your sword inside the knight, and then re-solidifies it in a way.
Oh, dangerous.
The other attack, so you keep the 11?
Yeah.
All right. So for the other one, you try to hit him, and he just moves back a little bit and evades the attack. Raven, I think that's you.
Okay, so my new advice. I'm debating between 3 actions. First, Finnick, are you gonna attack in your turn?
I have a plan.
Does it involve attacking with the sword?
Maybe, but hold on. How high is your vigilance skill?
My vigilance?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know if you guys would be able to have that conversation while you're fighting. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, it's not much of a. Nobody asks. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you can share that. You can share that information.
In universe, I'm asking if she can see the opponent with the gun.
Yeah, can we have off-play conversation to plan the fighting, or should we not?
Well, I mean, I guess I'd rather have you make game plans and stuff. So, I mean, don't abuse it, but maybe I could give you a 1 spot per fight where you can planify your stuff like that. So, okay, for this one, it's fine. Just
All right. Here's my plan. I need somebody to get eyes on the shooter, and then tell everybody else where they are. Then I'm going to need Xander to keep fighting downstairs to distract the 2 knights. I'm going to try to persuade Arthur to fight with us and help out Xander. Then I'm going to then me and Nora can take out the guy with the gun with ranged attacks.
Okay. Okay, then I'll save my point because I thought I could power one of you up. I have a verse for that. But I won't do that. I also thought of if this place is hunted, I can reduce the hunting, if that will help.
I'd say we do that later on.
Okay.
I think you should use that thing you used on me last time that let me fight without taking extra ton of damage, and then this wouldn't be a hard fight.
I'm going to do that next turn after I persuade Arthur, because they still have no idea where I am.
Okay, so
I'm going to get cut in half before that happens. I just want you to know.
That's
one more game.
That said, Fennec, you're going to do that next turn, but since your specialty is auras, I think you should start spending your karma this turn. Just as Zender cannot just throw his asset right now, he has to prepare it for next turn because it costs 2 points of karma. Your verses cost 2 points of karma as well. So that means if you want to use a verse next turn, you have to start spending your karma this turn.
Crap.
okay.
So my two options are either get a guaranteed protection on him or see if Arthur can protect him.
Well, I mean, you can do other stuff than start spending your karma, but it doesn't have to be the only action you take. It's not really an action, actually. It's just like
okay,
you're buffering for the next turn.
Okay. Anyway, it's not my turn. It's Nora's right now. So, and I would say on this turn, try to find the shooter and call out to where he is to the rest of us, or any other hidden opponents if you can.
Do we know where the bullet came from?
Maybe Zender does, but you're not sure because it wasn't much of a gunshot. There probably was a silencer.
Oh, so I guess I'll go and help you. My vigilance skill isn't that high, so I guess I'll go down and help Xander, and hopefully give them other targets to shoot at too.
All right.
I will protect you. So I jump. So how does the area look like? Is there a balcony sort of?
Yeah, there's sort of a balcony.
Okay, so I jump from the balcony onto one of the ghosts and try to stab my sword into it.
All right.
Pretty badass.
Just do an athleticism check.
God, no!
Yeah. So, you kind of fumble your. They have double one too.
Yeah. Oh wow! It's a bot.
Yeah. There's no botch in the system, but that's basically the worst thing you can do. So yeah, the most you can do for this turn is get down and receive yourself and try to get back up for the next turn.
Okay, so I get down, I miss the target, and I'm all sad about myself.
Yeah. Right.
Thanks for the help.
Well, I tried.
Look at the bright side, Zender. She provided the knights another target.
That is true. Thank you for the help. With more sincerity this time.
All right, so knights. The knights are gonna share. Oh, damn. Okay. So that's 21. Zender 29 to parry or dodge or whatever.
That's rough. Alrighty. I don't have any minuses, right?
No, that's the first. That's your first dodge of the first defense of the turn.
I don't think it's possible. Even if I roll a 12, I can only get a 24.
Well, 12's you reroll 12s actually.
Oh, okay, I don't get it. Anyway.
Yeah, okay. So you take 8 damage.
Ouch, I'm wounded.
Oh.
That also means your initiative goes down to 7.
Okie doke.
Right, so next one is for Raven.
This.
14 to defend.
So I roll. What do I roll?
You can roll either dodge or weaponry. Taking dodge is the better option for you.
Yep. 22. Yes.
All right. Well, so the second knight was going towards you and slashed down, but as you were getting up, you did a barrel roll and evaded the blow. Next is you, Fennec.
All right. So King Arthur is still next to me. All right.
Well, King Arthur is next to the railing. He saw Raven jump off and is looking a bit dismayed.
All right. I'm gonna attract his attention. Hey, Arthur, or whatever your name is. And I'm gonna hold the sword up in front of in front of him. Well, not right in front of him, but I'm holding up his sword to him.
Like you were handing it to him?
No, I'm holding up blade first, waiting for his response.
All right. Are you like? So this is your action. You're not like trying to convince him or do something.
I'm trying to convince him. All right. Can I rephrase what I said? All right. I'm holding up the sword first. I say, "Hey, Arthur, if you want this, help us."
All right.
And
yeah, you can
persuasion.
Persuasion sounds fine. I'm not going to ask you to roll for leadership, obviously.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so you acted then. Gun Dude is going to act now.
Oh wait, wait. I'm also ready. Can I also ready my karma? Because you said that's not an action.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna do that too.
Okay, Xander, 16 for the bullet.
Oh, Xander, stay alive! Help us on the way.
Do I have a -3? Correct? I
yes,
blocked
you
last
do.
time, right? Yes, okay.
So it's dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Okay. That's absurd. So here we are.
All right.
Explosions. I dodge really, really well.
Yeah, basically you.
-6, actually, but I think I still get it. So I'm already at -3.
Yeah, so basically, like Xander is just out of the matrix right now, and yeah, no problem. You have no problem seeing the guy take aim and knowing where he will shoot, and just take a short step behind slight cover that ensures that you do not get hit at all.
And I immediately cough up blood. I did it.
All right, so Fennec, Arthur is looking at you with what seems like anger in his eyes, and also something else. He extends his hand to you as if waiting for you to give him his weapon, and asks, "What is your name?"
The name's Fennec. Are you going to help us or not?
This is a stupid name. I will help you.
Wait, will or won't?
So, the next turn begins Raven and Zender.
Can I spend a light karma to heal?
Yes.
Is that an action though?
It does take an action, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay.
Wounded is light karma.
Yes. I think you can use either one that the chart said.
What?
But I could be wrong. Oh, there was a chart on the thing.
Yeah. Bruised is either one, wounded is light, and unconscious is dark.
Oh. Okay, cool.
Hey guys, un momento.
Yeah, I think the chart has it a little bit different. Like the chart says, bruised is light, wounded is either one, and unconscious is dark. But it's fine. I have either one, so I'll use light anyway. Because I have more light. Okay, cool. And if you're specialized in versus, would using one be a quick action or no?
It's an action just like attacking, but that's the same for everyone. Verses are always like a quick action.
Oh, verses are always a quick action.
Yes, it takes one action, but you can do other stuff too.
Okay, so that's normally, but because I healed myself, I can't do that.
Yes, unless you use the dark verse.
Unless I use a dark verse. Why is that?
Because you can use 1 point of karma of each color per turn.
Oh, very interesting. Gotcha.
All right, I'm back. What happened?
Yeah, I think I'll use the. Actually, no, I won't use anything, but it's good to know. Thank you.
All right.
I'll just hold off for now. So that's me, just healing. Yes.
Very well. So that's Raven then.
Yes, okay, so who's the bastard that tried to attack me?
Right, we'll take a vigilance check.
Oh, okay, so it was one of the shooters? Is it in action, or can I still do something later?
You can do something later. No, this is just like passive check.
Good enough?
Very well. All right, so you have the two knights next to you, and a few meters farther, between a couple of boxes, there is this guy that you can't really see except just his outline, that is holding a gun towards in your general direction.
Okay, so I try and shoot him with my lightning.
Excellent.
I think that will show everyone where he is, right?
That's a fair assessment. Yes. All right. Yeah, he's not dodging this one. Okay. So same thing. You point your sword. A lightning bolt jumps out, and you hear a scream of pain echo in the warehouse as he probably falls down or takes cover or does something. But yes, and then that's the nights.
That could be a sitcom show. That's the night.
Ooh.
All right. Who are they going to attack? Xander is looking pretty bad, but then Raven has just shot lightning again.
I think I'm back to just bruised. So
Yes, but I mean, you've taken a few.
I have, but
A few hits. All right. Probably gonna attack each one again. Okay, so Raven, that's for you. Just all right. 17.
Okay, so dodge.
Yes.
Ooh.
Come on. Yes.
Not bad. Next one is going to be harder. 21 for Xander.
Yeah. Everybody wants to kill me. Nope.
Definitely protecting Xander.
So
That's another 8.
Yeah.
Super
So you
wounded.
take 8 damage. That's right. And that's Fennec, I think.
My turn.
Yes. Arthur just
All right.
insulted you.
He called my name stupid, and he agreed to help me. Right.
Yes.
All right. So I want to do this. All right. I'm gonna do 3 things. Tell Arthur. Okay. Thanks. Can you go down there and protect and protect the girl? I'm gonna protect the guy. And then I'm gonna try to do 2 other things. Toss him his sword and use my protector of men on Xander.
All right. Very well. You have the right to recite your verse.
All right. For the glory of Merlin, daylight is my wait, wrong one. To affirm his destiny, Philip named him Alexander, which meant protector of men.
All right. Very well. Xander, you are now protected, whether you know it or not.
Great. Could have used this earlier.
What?
Could have used this earlier. As I lie here in a puddle of my own blood.
All right. So that's it. That was your turn. Gun Dude is going to reassess his options right now. And Arthur is going to jump Arthur is going to jump down, so I'm going to roll. Yeah, okay. And Xander, he slashes at the knight who attacked you. He's just as yours did. His sword seems to pass through the knight, as if it weren't really there. He curses and says, "Blessed dark magic, Galahad, we have to hit him more."
Yep, you got it. Blood sprays on him. Sorry about that.
Have to hit it more.
I'll work on that.
All right, so that's your turn, actually. Good job.
It's my turn?
Yes, that's your turn.
Oh. All right. I guess. Screw it. Why not? I'm already close to death. Let's go out with a bang. That's what Xander's all about. I'm gonna attack one of the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Just the one.
Which one?
The one that attacked me last.
All right.
Three. I'll take the dark. Whatever. I want.
All right.
It matters to me in an emotional way.
Very well.
So 19.
Your sword reaches the knight and again passes through it.
Well, that's me. Goodbye, cruel world.
Arthur yells, "Yes, more!" And that's Raven's turn.
Okay. So I guess we have two knights, and the guy that I shot is not dead yet.
Yes.
Are the other ones crying out in pain whenever we hit them?
They have reactions, but they don't seem to feel pain, but they can have a reaction under the force of the blows.
Wait, gun guy reacted in pain. Oh my god, gun guy is a human.
Yeah. So I guess it's better if we have him alive for questioning, so I shouldn't attack him again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go for... Is one of the knights more damaged than the other?
It doesn't seem that way.
Okay. So I just attack a random one, the closest one to me.
All right, so that's the one that attacked you the other turn.
Okay.
All right, you can shoot.
No, unless
right.
I can spend a dark karma for this, then I can't shoot. So I can spend light karma for the first one and dark karma for the second one, or only light karma?
For the assets, only light karma.
Okay. So I just attack with the sword.
All right.
Man, the sword does not like me.
All right. Well, you kind of fence back and forth with the knight, but nothing seems to happen. Then the knights themselves are going to attack again. Center, your knight is going to attack Arthur. So that's 16.
How dare you attack me like a real man, Shadow?
Actually, yeah, it's probably jumping out in front of them.
And the Arthur managed to block the swing at the last moment. The other knight is going to keep attacking you, Raven. And it doesn't seem to be doing a very good job. Still going to hit, but you can.
It's going to hit, or don't I?
It's gonna do enough for you to have to defend. So it's 13.
Okay, so I rolled 17.
All right. That's it for them. So he is all right. He's there. No sign from the guy with the gun yet. And that's Fennec's turn.
All right. So I'm gonna cut him. All right. So, does cover have any effect in this game?
It does, but you can't really do much while you're using your verse.
Can I stay in cover while I'm using my verse? Like,
You weren't in a very exposed place at first, so I guess not moving is fine for you. You still have to see to be able to see Xander though, but that's for now. That seems like a safe place.
so as long as I can see Xander and point my sword at him, I can still use my verse, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna. All right. And one last thing about our arena, or about our combat ground. It's like a big warehouse that's very echoey, right? So it'd be hard to pinpoint sound.
It's not the easiest thing. I mean, in the heat of battle, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Yes.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to peek out. So I'm still hiding, by the way. I'm just like barely peeking out to be able to look at Xander. And I'm gonna yell out. Raven, use Xander as a meat shield. Arthur, go find the ranged opponent.
A meat shield.
I drip blood onto the floor in response.
I said shields are.
I'm mostly meat at this point. Very trust.
Right.
Also,
What?
Raven, do you have a pistol and are you good with firearm?
I actually do not know if I have a pistol.
I think
I
we
can.
have established.
We have
I think
established.
we have established that you did. Yes.
Okay.
Raven and I both have pistols. All right.
So, yes.
Since I can't really do much else. Oh, one sec. Let me look at the combat actions. One sec.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I had leadership. And tactics. All right, never mind. I can't really do anything else. I'm going to give out that order and then stay hidden.
Okay.
Thanks, Commander. Cover.
So then Arthur is going to take a swing at your knight, Xander.
How dare you? Leave me be! Let me die with honor. You no longer are my king. Be gone from my sight, Arthur.
And surprisingly, while his attack didn't seem to hit last turn, he managed to wound him this time.
You suck.
Right, so that's your turn, Xander.
Great. Xander gathers the remainder of his strength and lashes out at the knight in anger. People trying to steal his fight. Very rude. So Xander just lashes out. This is my fight! And we'll see how that goes. Eh? It occurs.
Well, that happens. That happens to the best of us. Don't worry. Right. So, sorry. Right. Eight. Surprisingly, you managed to hit the knight. Who seem to have a very slow reaction to your attack, and somehow your attack passed through, and did manage to hit undead ghosty flesh. Raven, that's your turn again.
Yes, okay, so I give up on the sword,
Mhm.
and I draw my gun.
All right.
Do I know where the shooter is?
You know where he was. He doesn't seem to have moved yet, but he's around there, yes. You
Can
can't
I-
really...
Reroll vigilance.
All right. All right, he seems to be behind the box. You're not sure if what's in the box, though, so that might not be actual cover. Or it
So
might
this
be.
isn't a fireworks factory.
Can I try and move to the side and get a clear angle at him and shoot him? At the
All right,
same turn?
that's going to be consecutive penalties, though, because you drew the gun, which took one action. Moving will be another action, and then shooting the third action, which means -6 to your attack.
Three action shot. Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot one of the guys, one of the armor dudes this turn.
Okay.
The one who's damaged.
All right, I have to check something about the knights.
See if they're immune to mortal weapons.
Yeah.
All right. All right, just roll for a firearm then.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Great hit.
D&D.
Yep.
11.
You shoot, and there seems to be an impact on the knight.
But no damage. Does it seem
Well,
damaged?
It's difficult to say, because I mean they never really have reaction to pain or anything. And they don't cry in pain because they don't have faces. But your bullet seems to have gone into the knight at least, so that's something.
Do they have heads?
What?
Do they have heads?
No, they don't.
Oh, darn.
So then again, oh, 28. Then the 32 to defend.
Are you sure Arthur's not protecting me? I feel like he'd be protecting me. No, just kidding. That's obviously that's gonna fail. But here we go.
Have it on faith that I'm not leaving you out to dry.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. You take
Very
one
well.
damage.
The sword goes through you and surprisingly doesn't seem to hurt. Fennec, you take 1 point of damage.
Off in the distance, you hear a motherfucker.
Yeah, that would have killed me. Really good here. These knights are much better than us at this. Just want to point out.
We
Are much
did
better.
dispatch one pretty efficiently, I have to point out.
Well, then do the same thing you did then here, because these guys are not doing the dying thing.
That's because I have my lightning thing, and I'm actually good at shooting things, but I'm not good at hitting them with a sword.
Switch it up. I am about to die.
All right. Next one. Raven, 26 to defend.
What?
Well, sometimes it's going to happen to you, too.
Use your godly dodge skill.
Ah, damn.
Very well. You take 8 damage. Please.
It's in the bruised, right?
Yes, it's still bruised. And that's going to be your turn, Fennec.
We're gonna die here.
All right. So, a pistol only takes one hand to shoot. Do I have to have...
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Do I have to have both hands on the sword to use my thing?
Well, thing is, I don't think you can attack while using the verse. I'm pretty sure you cannot attack while using the verse. I honestly not even. I mean, the description is kind of vague, so I'm not even sure you can even defend. But attack is sure.
So I can't attack. What am I gonna do?
Just keep channeling that.
Yeah, I know. I am gonna keep channeling that, but
Eventually we'll
Yeah.
kill it. Believe me.
I can't attack. Have the knights? So they have been reacting to getting attacked, right?
Sort of, yes.
All right. Can I fend?
Can you what?
Can I fend?
How would you do that?
Basically, while keeping one hand on the sword and pointing it at him, I just want to pop out of cover and point my gun threateningly at them.
Oh, all right.
Like I'm about to attack, so they'll defend against. So they'll try to react. So they'll start paying attention to me.
All right. That's borderline, but okay, why not? Do you have subterfuge?
I've been researching this while everybody else has been attacking.
It's okay. I think I have an idea. That'll turn this around, potentially. As long as I don't,
We're winning.
Not bad.
Oh, sorry, that's intrusion.
Oh,
You broke into someone's home.
all right. Well, then let me
Actually,
see. You
Can I
Well,
take that roll?
Yes. Yes. You scored 21 plus 6 at 27. That's the same score.
Yeah, they have the same skill. They have the same numbers.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Fennec slowly pops out from cover and points a gun towards one of the knights and says, "Bang!" And
Hey.
which knight do you target, quote unquote?
The one that's not very hurt.
All right, so Ravens.
Yeah.
So there seems to be some sort of the knight seems to be some sort of momentarily confused at what is going on here. Then Arthur. I think that's wait, no. No. You hear a voice that says, "With my falcon's talons, I pluck at the eyes of Jesus as he hangs on the cross."
God damn it!
And Raven, you take 4 points of damage.
Damn. We have another Trinity, and they're not on our side.
I knew it. That's why I told. Why doesn't anybody listen to me?
Your initiative is now 4, so you'll act just before Arthur. Next turn. And Arthur's turn now. 7. That's... yeah, okay. Alright. Arthur finishes off your knight, Xander.
Damn you!
And yes, takes glances at you and says, I know how you feel about these sort of things, but This is important, Galahad. So, that's your turn now, Galahad.
Did him?
/ Raven.
I'm Lancelot.
Yeah.
Center is
Raven
Galahad.
is Lancelot.
Yes.
Now,
Zender, you may now challenge the King Arthur to a duel if you wish to do so.
well, no, I won't do that because we're in the middle of a fight. I don't want to die. But I clench my fist at him like,
Like-
but I don't think it's
So,
I think it's
who's the one?
Still at 7, I think.
Who's the one who hurt me? It was the sugar guy, right?
Presumably, yes.
Can I see him?
Yes, he's gotten out of cover.
I'm shooting him.
All right.
Aim for the legs! Aim for the legs!
Aim
Such
for
hostility.
genitalia.
Actually, that works too.
All right, Farams. Which die do you take?
What do you say, guys? Should I walk to the dark side once more?
We don't know how much it costs in XP to rid of this debt, and we won't advance as people if we keep on paying off debts.
Okay, that's true. But we've already basically set up vacation homes in the darkness, so
Yeah. Well, I'll take the 12.
All right.
We don't want the world to end. If shadow people are the future, this is a bad future.
you don't know. They could be good at art.
He recoils and goes back to behind the box. You think you've hit him. Well, actually, you should have acted later, but that's fine. Still one light left. Uh, 16
So
I'm very confused. Hold on.
to Raven.
Which turn was that? Was that 7 or 4?
What?
Just like,
Oh, I don't remember. It's
were we at the beginning again?
I think we're at the beginning because wait. Well, I mean, Raven, you just acted, right?
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
act after
I thought she
Xander.
moved down to 4. I thought she moved down to 4 because she's. So I don't know if we're at 4 or at 7, in which I would go or I wouldn't. Do you know what I mean?
Oh. Well. Yeah, no. I mean, Raven, when I say your initiative is now 4, I mean it's for the next turn, right? You don't
Okay.
act twice. You don't act twice in the same turn because your initiative dropped.
Oh, yeah, I'm at -3.
Yeah. But whatever. Anyway,
Whatever, skip me this time. We'll do it
that's gonna
correctly
be-
next time.
that's going to be your action for this turn. So Zender, you act first.
Okay. Sorry, I was just a little bit confused.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, by the way, and for the next attack, since he was confused, shouldn't his either his dodging or his attacking be down or something? I don't know.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I mean, more like that would more have been his defense.
Okay.
Question: if I activate a dark verse,
Mm-hmm.
is that my entire action?
No. It's one action.
Okay. Great. So I'll activate provisions. She stole from the shepherds provisions which nourished her, and then if I attack now, it would be at -6 because it's at -3 plus -3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Very unlikely to hit. But wait. Yeah, I'll try it. Screw it.
You can still take. Remember, you have penalties and and primes.
I don't know what those are.
Right, we have them.
Yeah, I see the chart. Let's see. So if what does heavy mean?
Heavy is you deal 50% damage, additional damage.
Okay, but what negative do I get in return? And they
any one you want, except light, because that makes no sense.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, and then so I can do 50% damage with abandon. Is that a thing I can do?
That's when you have taken a specific position that gives you an advantage. Basically, it gives you a free prime when you lose that, when you abandon that position. But that's not the case here.
Then, all right. Then I'll do slow. Then I can reduce my. All right, yeah. Then I'll do slow. Screw it.
Okay.
50% more damage with slow, and then I do 5 damage. So that would be an additional 3 or 2.
That's an additional 2. That's your base damage. Your aura, Arius aura adds to the total.
Gotcha. Okay. Not bad. All right, let's do this. I will. All right, so -6.
Oh.
Well, I guess we're going to the dark side, people. I'd rather kill the knight than die. I'll deal with the consequences later.
Very well. Excellent. You take a heavy slash at the knight, who tries to parry and nearly manages to do so, but your sword goes through still and slashes the knight diagonally from top to bottom. Again, there's no sign of pain, but his body is jerked to the side by the force of your blow.
Take this! Please die.
How many knights are left?
One, just one.
Okay.
Plus the gun dude.
Okay.
So next is the knight actually. Who does 7 plus 8, 15 attack for you, Zender.
And this one's just at -3, correct? Do I have to take any other actions?
-3. Why?
Because I'm wounded still.
No, you don't. You don't have penalties when you're wounded.
No, you do. You don't have penalties when you're bruised. Bruised is the first one, then wounded is -3.
For initiative, but no, being wounded doesn't give you penalties on your rolls.
It says -3 to all actions.
It does? Well, that's wrong.
For being wounded, really? For being wounded?
I've never seen this rule in the rule book.
Oh.
Just take it.
Is that what you've been rolling so badly?
Well, I think I've been rolling poorly, but I've also been taking -3s. When I've been, yeah.
Let me check that because I'm pretty sure that's not a rule that's in the book, but.
And that's why I took -6 because I was.
Yeah.
It does it on the character sheet, so I just
no.
believe it.
Maybe that's something that Simon uses, but no, there's nothing about that.
Well,
Why did he do that?
I don't know.
Maybe he wants his game to be more deadly and shit. But well, this is not a rule I support.
Okay, well, all right. I will keep that in mind. Damn it, guys.
So in lore, Xander has just been being a big baby with taking those -3s.
It's psychological wounds, damn it.
It's like you've been sulking because Arthur has been stealing your spotlight, I guess.
All right. What do I have to do again? I'm sorry.
Well, you don't have to do anything. Yes, actually, you have to block 15 attack.
I got it.
I heard that as 15 attacks. How do you get 15 people to attack you at the same time, man?
Well, you just piss off a lot of people.
Xander, do you really have to ask that?
Have you not met me? I walked into a museum with a sword.
All right, so you parry the attack with little problems. And
Guys.
sorry. Okay. So now what now? That's Fennec. That's you.
All right, Xander, do you think you can survive if I put down my shield?
No, keep it up. We don't know what's gonna happen. Let's just wait till we kill these people, please. I'm really
Okay.
at the cusp of death.
All right. Can I move? Can I move?
You can move slowly. Yes.
I'll move slowly.
I mean, you can't like run or make movements that would demand a check from you.
All right. So what I want to do is I'm gonna start walking down the stairs subtly.
Mm-hmm. Very well.
And I'm gonna keep the shield up, and I'm gonna start walking down the stairs, and I'm gonna take cover the first chance I get
Excellent.
behind a crate or something.
And then that would be him. That was kind of. Yeah, you start hearing footsteps. That seems to be moving away from the fight scene and towards the exit of the warehouse.
Block and escape.
And Raven, that's you. So you shoot him. That's the thing we did earlier. So you shoot him again. And
I tried to shoot him, but like I don't want to kill him. So like aim for the legs or something.
well, there's a prime for that. Not, I mean,
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal, yes.
Oh, okay. So I shoot him. What do you say, guys? Do I take the death?
No?
Wait, what, you didn't take a penalty for for your non-lethal prime.
Oh. So what's the penalty?
Well, that's for you to decide.
You know what? Just kill him. It'd be simple like that. I shoot to kill him.
All right. Anyway, so same thing. That's basically the action we did earlier, but repeated. So you shoot him. All right. So. And that's your action. Arthur's action then is going to attack the knight. He finishes up the knight that was with you.
Wait, did I hit or did I miss?
You hit.
Oh, okay.
Stop stealing my kills, Arthur.
Stop killing people, damn it. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Way more.
That is weird. My Skype shut down, but I can still hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You're gone.
Okay. That was very weird.
Now you're back. All right.
All right.
So is everyone?
Well, there's some sort of dark smoke hanging in the air, but it's starting to clear a little bit, and yes, the nights are gone at least, which means you're more or less safe. And that said, the man with the gun seems to have started to escape, and he's now out of the warehouse. Although he can't have gotten far.
Can we?
Okay, we
We're
run
still running
after him.
Are we still in initiative?
Yeah, let's go.
We run after him.
All right.
Should we roll?
Yeah, sure. You can all roll for reflexes. I think, yeah, that's reflexes. Because in the original version,
Reflexes or athleticism?
it's speed in the original version, and it covers stuff like sprinting and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Terrible.
Oh.
Some
Okay.
of us run better than others.
Yes, obviously.
I'm coming, guys.
Good job. I shouldn't even be.
Oh, I should have paid more attention in gym class.
Right. So you start dashing after him. Fennec, Xander is gone from your field of vision, so the verse has been rendered inactive. Arthur seems a little bit puzzled and looks at you.
Well, come on. Are you coming or what?
So who are you? Are you Galahad's squire?
I don't know. We're the good guys.
That remains to be seen.
That's all you need to know. Now, come on.
Well, he starts following you too, although he doesn't seem to be in a huge hurry. Now, you two, Xander and Raven, you start gaining ground on the guy. You found him. He's turned on the corner of the street. There's starting to be people though in the street.
Did we reach him, or is it faster?
You're soon going to reach him, but this is still the daytime, and there are people in the street, and well, you still have weapons.
Well, I tuck my gun and I make the sword disappear, and I keep running after him.
All right.
I'm gonna stop. Finding somebody in a crowd of people is gonna be pretty important. So I'm gonna take this turn. Can I still spend a karma to heal?
Yes, absolutely.
So, great. So I'm gonna do that this time.
Besides, your clothes are probably starting to look pretty bad.
Yep, I'm covered in blood. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna go heal and not chase. But
I'm
Raven
covered in blood too, but that guy shot me. He's gonna pay.
Yeah, he shot me too. I have a hole in my arm.
You're not covered in blood as much as Xander is. I mean, he took like 4 or 5 attacks.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad.
All right. So you eventually reach him, and he's a guy in a trench coat and a hat and a gray hat, and he seems to be kind of oldish, kind of guy in his 40s, and he turns and swats his arm back to try to shove you away. So what do you do?
Where are we? Are we in the street?
Yes, yes.
Or try and tackle him?
All right. Do you have anything in hand-to-hand?
Is that brawl?
Brawl or I'd say either brawl or strength.
My strength is higher.
All right.
Oh, I'm going for the light. I don't want to spend any more dark.
All right. Well, he you try to get him, and he pushes you away. So you stumble a little bit, and he gets into the underground.
Underground where?
The subway.
Subway or sewers? Subway?
Subway. Which is called the underground in London because they want to call it the underground.
Oh.
And he tries to lose you in the crowd. You can roll for vigilance to try to find him.
Okay.
Hey, where am I?
Who?
Where am I? Fennec. Where's Fennec?
All right, so you've catched up to Xander, who is hesitating to step into a busy street because he looks like shit, and Arthur is walking, like strolling a bit behind you.
Screw it, I'm taking that.
All right. Can I take another reflex check to see if I can speed up?
All right.
All right, a lot better than last time.
Better than last time, indeed. So, Noah, which die do you take for the vigilance check? Darkness? Oh, all right. You see his hat start to get away. It's there are lots of people in the subway, but you can barely see Fennec. That's just like 50 meters back, who might not even be aware that you enter in the underground, and at the same time your target is starting to escape. You're pretty sure you don't have time to both make sure Felix sees you and follows you, and keep track of the guy.
Guys, what do you say?
The decision's yours. We can't intervene. I like to stay in character, so I try not to externally influence things.
I follow him.
All right.
We all have mobile phone, though, right?
You do have mobile phones, yes.
Okay, it's not that long ago.
No. It's there are mobile phones. They're very basic phones, but they're still phones. All right. So, what are you trying to do with him?
Well,
what's your plan?
I'm hoping he will get to an area where there aren't people. Then I'll shoot him in the leg.
Okay.
Hey, can I take a vigilance check to see if I saw her go into the subway?
You can take a vigilance check, yes.
Can I heal myself again?
You can, yes.
All right, cool. Because I gained another karma from my dark verse thing, so I had 2, so I'm going to spend them both to just get myself to okay. Back to bruised.
I'm going to stick with the light on this one.
All right. So yeah, they seem to have disappeared from the street. They could have turned at one of the street corners. They could have gone into the subway. They could just be hidden behind a sign or a bus or something. You really have no way to know right now. So okay. Raven, that's gonna be that's gonna be you basically. So I guess you message your companions about what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Messenger call.
So simply, do you keep the pressure on the guy, or try to pretend that he's lost you?
Well, I pretend he lost me, but I still follow him.
Okay. So please make a stealth check.
Versus cost.
What?
Versus costs. 1 light and 1 dark, right?
No. Versus cost 1 light or 1 dark, depending on what verse it is.
Okay, then can I use...
Well, no. They cost 2 points of karma, but just 1 color for you.
Oh. Well, I only have 1 dark, so it doesn't matter. Then I'll just roll stuff.
All right, I see what you wanted to do. Yeah, which is a good idea. But yeah. Yeah, you don't have much in stealth.
I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
It's Scorpio.
Oh.
Scorpio, it's the middle, last sign of the middle.
I'm gonna stay with the lights.
Oh, that's almost a shame, because that was a good roll. Okay. So yeah, stealth is probably not going to be an option. He's alert, and he's definitely looking for people who are following him, and you have trouble keeping discreet in this environment.
Okay, then I just skip the pressure and just run after him.
Okay.
Should I roll again?
No. I like this. This is intense. Get yourself killed, Noah.
Okay, so
because she's wounded too, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But that guy is wounded too, though. I hit him twice at least.
At some point, he's basically going to stop at a pretty busy spot in the subway, and he's going to turn around and face you.
What would he say? Does he say something?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't say anything. He's looking at you. He seems a little bit not angry, just at the same time a little anxious and a little smug.
Well, I stop and face him too, and I call them. I tell them where we are.
All right. It's still going to take a while for them to reach you and find you. If you want, Zender, you can keep regenerating. That's lots of turns that are passing.
So here's a question. So
Yeah.
like I've gotten from wounded into bruised.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, is it correct that it's 1 minute for each point to like heal?
What?
Is it true that it's 1 minute for each point of bruise to heal?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because I know I have no chance of finding Raven, so I'll probably just end up like chilling here. But I think you have to get through wounded first, Raven. Like you have to, because each point of wounded takes a day to heal naturally, I think.
Oh.
At least that's what the chart is telling me in the life and life points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let me check. No, the book says 1 hour for a bruised a point of bruised.
Okay, excellent. Then yeah. So there's probably no chance of finding Raven at this point, correct?
I called you and told you where I am.
Yeah, she's calling one of you, and that said, it's not like right next to where you are, and you're still going to have to find them exactly in the crowds, which is going to take between 5 and 10 minutes.
Okay, great. So then I'll start trying to get over to where she is.
All
I'm
right.
going to do the same. So, can we roll for reflexes again to see if, since we kind of stopped and now we're going again?
Yeah, sure.
Come, Fennec, I think Raven needs our assistance. Let us do this quickly. And I run, and he does not.
All right. You can also.
You can re-roll that one, can't you?
Oh, yes, I can.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you're really rolling the light one. Remember that.
Yes, you only roll the right, but it's fine too.
Yeah, I'm taking light no matter what. I don't want to take any more yet.
All right.
Really?
Well, that happens.
You tried.
Really?
All right. You can also both check for vigilance, please.
Alrighty. Do you see anything, Fennec? Oh, Fennec, where'd you go? I have dust in my eyes. The pain is excruciating.
Is Arthur with you? Do you bring Arthur? Or is he just hanging around?
I said, Arthur, come on. If he wants to follow, that's his choice, but still.
We will have lost both leads.
Wow.
All right. Congrats. So you can notice two things that Xander does not. One is that some people are clearly freaking out by seeing Xander dash towards the subway because he is still looking like bloody all over. He doesn't seem hurt, but his clothes look terrible, and he's blood. He's got blood all over himself. Second thing is Arthur was starting to follow, and then as you stepped into the busy street, he stopped and started looking around him, looking kind of stunned and not really well.
All right. I'm gonna. All right. Can Xander hear me?
Yeah, you can probably reach him.
All right. Xander, go get Raven. I'm gonna help out Arthur.
Copy.
Do I go? All right. All right. Then. All right.
All right. So Raven.
What? Since we're split up, which side do you want to take first? Raven and I'm gonna shut up now. Do Raven.
So Raven, you've called your buddies to tell them where you are, and your target is he's looking a little bit pissed off. Who are you?
Yeah, he's asking me.
Yeah.
Who are you? Why did you attack us?
I guess it's pointless to try to talk with you. Well, what do you want from me?
To know why you attacked us.
Well, he will. You can roll for reflexes.
That's ominous.
I'm taking the darkness.
What are you on?
How much of that am I allowed to take?
As much as you want. It's just that at some point you're going to have to pay all of it.
What's the XP to death ratio? Like, what's that?
It's 1-to-1.
Okay, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad, but it racks up pretty fast, though.
Yeah, it hurts. What are you at, Raven? 5? That's what I thought.
I'm at 3.
All right, so 21. That's
come on, that's also 3.
That's 11. Yeah, that's not 12. That's 6. Okay, so he's clearly reaching for his gun.
Okay, I tackle him.
All right. Strength or brawl.
You got this.
Hopefully. Come on. 6.
Raven's actually evil.
Well, with a name like Raven.
All right. What's your yeah. Well, what's your choice then?
Darkness.
Yeah, she shouted 6. We all knew immediately.
Very well. Very well. Well, you managed to grab him, and the grapple rules are always boring in games anyway. So you grapple him and you put him on the ground. And
Shoots you still.
he has trouble getting his gun out.
Okay.
So he's going to try to break free first. Oh, he does break free, and you both get up, and he starts running away.
I follow him.
All right.
Do I roll again, reflexes?
Well, you kind of keep on him for now. But yeah, at this point it's what? All right, no problem. Stop messaging me. Okay. So what was I saying? Yeah. No, it's not going to be reflexes this time. It's going to be a long chase basically at this point. So it's probably going to be more endurance.
Sure.
Man, we really want this guy, huh?
Yes, I do. He's gonna pay.
All right, not bad. So you start chasing him in the corridors of the subway, and at some point he jumps on the tracks and starts to try finding corridors to hide in or to escape you. But you managed to keep on his heels, and at some point when you've gone away from the crowd, basically, again he turns back and
wait. So we're now in a place where there is no crowd.
That's right.
I shoot him in the leg.
All right.
Jesus.
You put your gun away at first, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so take an action to take your gun and then shoot him.
I take the darkness.
All right, so that's 16. Fair enough. You hit him. Did you take? Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Did he fall over at least?
You hit him and he falls back and starts bleeding on the ground. And
then I run towards him. I take my gun and hit him in the head with the heavy part of it, like with the I don't know how it's called, like the bottom of it.
All right.
So what?
All right, you have no problem. He doesn't defend anymore. He falls on the ground motionless. I mean, he was already on the ground, but he just flattens out motionless.
Oh my God, is he dead?
So I take him to the side so he won't get hit by a train, and then I wait for the others.
Yes, which
All right.
Which you probably should call again at some point because they probably didn't expect that.
Okay, so I call them again.
Right. So Xander, you
All right.
end up in this crowd where Raven told you she was going to be, but she's not there, obviously.
Can I call her?
You can try calling her, yes. And well, just as you start taking your phone and pressing the buttons, your phone rings,
Oh, great.
and
Hello?
that's her.
Hi, I got him. We're
Oh.
in the subway.
All right. Could you be more specific?
Well, in one of the train tunnels. And I explained
Sure.
how he got there. Take it away.
Can't. All right. I'll get to you. Give me a few minutes.
Well,
Tie him up or something.
Yeah, and I carry him like a potato sack towards them. So I guess that's strength. If I have to roll
Wait.
for it.
Wait, in the crowd?
No, I'm in the subway.
It might be a good idea to stay where you are.
Really?
Just
Okay.
Yeah. Just watch him. We'll come. Just stay off to the side or something. If there's like a side door or whatever, try to find something so you don't get hit by a train.
All right. So Fennec, you were with Arthur, right?
Yes, I'm trying to convince him to come with us.
So Arthur doesn't seem to be hearing you right. Actually, it's like you're talking to someone who isn't. Yeah, it's like he's not hearing you. He's looking around. He's stumbling a little bit, trying as if he doesn't know where he is or what he's doing here, and he starts stuttering a little bit. And the man who seemed pretty driven a few minutes ago is really not looking good right now. He's just looking like really lost and defenseless. He drops his sword and eventually kind of slumps back against the wall as he looks maybe frightened around himself.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I walk up to him and grab him by the shoulders because I think I know what's going on, and kind of shake him a little bit and say, "Hey, okay, I understand. It's strange surroundings. You probably have no idea where you are, but look, the best thing to do right now is focus on a task and complete it. And right now we have a task of finding the guys who just attacked us. So get up, come on, and keep focused. I can explain what's going on later."
All right. Well, you can roll for persuasion or whatever.
Persuasion. Got it.
All right, not bad. Well, you try to talk to him, to talk some sense into him, and for a moment, it seems to work, and you can see the focus coming back into his eyes, and you try to feel him be a little bit more upright. Then he looks at you and takes a step back, and then simply collapses on the floor, visibly unconscious. And as he does that, a few onlookers are looking in your direction, like wondering what's going on, why this guy seems so bad, but they're not really stopping or anything. And at this moment, a white, brilliant, shiny humanoid shape emerges from him and stands in front of you.
Does it look like anybody can see the white shiny thing?
Well, suddenly people around you don't seem to be moving so fast anymore. So, Raven, you are standing over this guy that you just shot and then pistol whipped.
Oh, by the way, did she call me?
Yeah, I did.
Well, At some point, it'd be better if you told me, all of you, when you call each other, who you call exactly. But,
I called the one that that I called before.
All right. So, I mean, we established that you've called Xander just now.
Okay.
But if you want, you can call the other one after that. But that's up to you.
Sure, I'll call them both.
All right. So, yeah, you after you've done you're done calling Xander, you wait a little bit and you call Fennec as well. So Fennec, you see this this shiny figure that actually has Arthur's face, and your phone is ringing.
I look to the shiny figure and I say, "Hey, I'd love to talk to you, but can you hold on for just one second?"
Well, and the figure talks back to you. I can wait a little bit, but my time here is short, so be quick.
All right. So I'm gonna pick up the phone, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, where are you? Did you get him?"
I got him. I smacked him in the head with my pistol. He's out now. I need some help transporting him, though.
All right. I'll get you in a minute. Something things are going on here. Is he hurt? Is he bleeding?
From the leg.
Okay.
In my leg.
All right. I need you to stop the bleeding by putting like I'm using a medical skill here. All right. Stop the bleeding by wrapping a cloth or something around above where the wound is, and also keep his head up because he's probably got a concussion too. I don't want him dying on us.
Fine, if I have to.
All right. All right. I've got to take care of something else. I'll be there as soon as I can, and then I click hang up.
Okay, so like I make the tourniquet and I make sure to turn it really really tight. I really don't mind this guy being in a lot of pain and probably losing his leg.
Okay. Right. So that's what happens, and then Xander, you finally managed to find. So you kind of jump over the stairs heading to the tunnel, and then there's another tunnel perpendicular to the subway tunnel that you can see Raven standing in over the body of the guy that you were chasing, who seems to be motionless.
Oh, damn! Can I check him for a pulse?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Hey, Raven, really good work, I think. Then, do I have to roll something?
Well, you don't have to roll. I mean, you roll medicine. I mean, you don't have to roll medicine to take the pulse, but roll medicine to like have an idea, a vague idea of what's going on.
Alrighty. Well, that's gonna good. Here's hoping I roll a 12. Nope.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So the pulse is you feel some movement sometimes, but it doesn't seem regular or anything, or it's or maybe it could be the subway's tremors. You're pretty sure you're feeling something, but it's not looking good. That said, I mean, maybe you're doing it wrong. Maybe it's You're not really sure if this guy is going to make it out for a very long time.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need Fennec here soon.
Yeah. By the way, Raven, make a medicine roll too.
Okay.
For the tourniquet.
Where is medicine?
It's cancer.
Oh, okay, I found it.
It's ironic. Good job, Raven.
Not bad. You make a pretty good tourniquet.
Wow, but I think it's not good. I don't have +8 in medicine.
Wait.
You don't know. You rolled a 12, and then you reroll when you do max. So it's exploding dice.
Oh, okay.
So, well, I mean, you've done you haven't you're not a doctor yourself, but you've seen doctors practice a lot in your job, and you've seen hurt people a lot in your job. So, blood loss is one thing. He's lost some blood, and that's bad. Although you kind of blocking the thing. That said, you think the blow to his head while he was basically defenseless is probably more of a problem right now. That and the blood loss, it's very possible that you've given him a concussion, and in the wrong circumstances, that could easily lead to death.
It'd be fine.
So, Raven, what's wrong with him?
Well, you see, I was running after him, and I got tired of running after him, so I shot him in the foot. Then I smacked him in the head with my pistol.
Oh, all right.
Just to make sure you'll stay down.
Do you think that did any permanent damage? Is he gonna live?
Maybe. I'm not a doctor.
All right. Man,
Doctors are tingling, and he's currently cringing.
quality work, Raven.
All right.
Well, I accomplished the goal.
All right.
So, Fennec, you are in the middle of the street. People are starting to look pretty freaked out about what is going on right there, and some sort of light ghost is talking to you.
All right. So all right, so people are people, so I'm gonna ignore them for now. I'll just pull, if I have to, I'll pull out the military police excuse again. And all right, so I look at the white light and say, all right, I don't have much time either. So what's going on? Who are you? What's up with him?
I am
indicating to the body around.
What?
I say, who are you and what's up with him, indicating to the body on the ground.
Yeah. I am Arthur's Deva. There's a lot to tell and not much time, unfortunately. I don't seem to remember you. You were not one of the Knights of the Round Table, were you?
Honestly, I have no idea, but I don't think so.
Right. But I felt the presence of knights. I wasn't entirely aware of what was going on, but yes, I'm sure there were other knights here. What?
Yeah, the other two, their past lives, Galahad and Lancelot, respectively.
Ah, I see. Lancelot. That might be a problem. All right. I don't know what you are exactly. You seem to have karmas of both types, which is strange, but we don't have time for that. I suppose if you're here, if you're helping him, then I can trust you. You have to understand that Arthur is not in his right mind right now. He's many things.
He still thinks he's in Valera.
I don't think he's quite here with us in this time as we are talking. Many things have happened to him, and it might have been too much for him to bear. You have to repeat what I'm going to tell you to the knights, because at least so they know the truth, so they know what happened if they don't remember. Back in the days of the Knight of the Round Table, Arthur was chosen by Merlin to be a champion of light, and Merlin chose 12 Trinities to help him. 11 Trinities to help him. They had a plan. Well, Merlin had a plan. Merlin wanted to liberate Arthur from his Archon, and so they obtained Excalibur. And the plan was for Arthur on his 33rd birthday, when his Archon Endeavor would appear before him, to strike down his Archon and kill him. Something happened. For some reason, the Archon of Arthur was warned about what was going to happen. And instead of killing him, the Archon dodged the blow, and Arthur cut the tie that kept them together. And so his Archon was free to not walk, but operate as he wanted. You probably know about him because he took the name Mordred then. Of course, that failure did not stop Arthur. It was a hard blow to bear, but he was a driven man, and Merlin was behind him. But then you may know that these stories did not end well, and in the end, Arthur failed. The entire war was a failure, and he died or was put to sleep. Most of the knights died before they reached the age of 33, where Merlin promised them a sword. And that's how Camelot ended. I don't think Arthur ever got over this, and the dreams of this kingdom, this fallen kingdom, and this lost battle are haunting him even today, to the point that in the last millennium he was reincarnated in the 19th century, and he started going mad and for some reason assassinating people. I think he thought he was conducting some sort of ritual, but I don't think it was a good idea. I don't think it was based on anything. And when I came to him, I saw what state he was in, and I turned from him, and I failed him. I won't fail him again. This time I will be with him until the end, even though I don't know if he will be of any use to the light and he will be able to help you in any way. But please, at least make sure he doesn't get hurt. It's the least I can do for him. I think that's about all I wanted to tell you. Oh yes, I felt a dark presence around him recently. Can you tell me what happened?
Oh yeah, we were attacked by skeleton knights, and we're currently chasing a whatever we are, spirit people. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm assuming of the bad stuff.
Oh, I see. This has to be one of Mordred's curses. What did the knights look like?
The knight, the guy we were chasing, he's
the knights that you fought.
Oh, they were based. If I remember correctly, they were made of kind of like shadow and bone, and they didn't have any heads, and they sort of just floated.
No head, I see. Yes, Mordred had 12 champions, 12 dark champions that Arthur and his knights managed to capture and execute. I can only imagine that Mordred hunted down their graves and conducted some sort of ritual. I don't know how exactly that would work, but maybe Merlin would know or would have known. Maybe he left traces. Maybe he left texts Right. You should also look for the round table. I think Arthur has a medallion that might help you find it. This is about all I can say and all the time I can spare here. I will.
Well, wait, one more thing. You know Arthur better than I do. What can I say to him to get him to stay with us?
I don't know.
What
I
can I
have
say to
to.
him to get him with us?
I've been away from him for too long. I've let him down for a long time. I will try to see what I can do for him, and if I have an idea, I will try to manifest myself again. For the meantime, maybe treat him like he would have been treated by his knights would be the best thing to pacify him, at least. But anything that's unusual will be bad for him, and even if he manages to get some focus, it will only be temporary, I'm afraid. I will now leave him, well, at least his body in your hands. I hope that you can do something for him, and I thank you for helping him so far anyway, even though you yourself would have had no reason to do so.
I got nothing better to do.
Very well. I hope I will see you again. And the ghost dissipates and the light kind of comes back into Arthur.
All right, does he wake up?
He seems to be sleeping. And,
all right,
and
now,
you can hear silence around you.
All right, now to address the currently concerned onlookers. I put on a mock smile and walk up to Arthur and just say, "Come on, man, too many drinks again." And I kind of pick him up on one shoulder and just say, "Come on, let's go," loud enough so that the people around me can hear me.
All right. You can. Someone. A woman is going to come to you, and Arthur is say, "What's going on? Is he all right? What was that?"
What was what? My friend here just had too many early morning drinks at the pub. I'm taking him home.
But you didn't see that?
See what? What are you talking about?
And you start hearing like whispers in the crowd around you, and like people are talking to each other, like taking this is crazy, and but for some reason people don't seem to be following you right now. They're not really trying to stop you or anything.
I have enough confusion. All right, I'm gonna start like keeping Arthur on my arm so that he's kind of like, I'm kind of like dragging him almost, and start making my way towards the subway system, away from the crowd.
All right. Very well. So Raven and Zender.
Yes.
You're still there, and you still got this guy lying back.
Just saying that I need to be finished in like 20 minutes. So,
all right.
All right. So I'm making my way towards them. Are you guys just gonna wait for me or what?
I guess we should like find a way to like get him out. I don't know like how. I assume my character would know, but like I don't know how the metro in England works. Do they have like sewer passages that you can like go out into the street with a ladder or something from like inside the train, or do you have to like?
Well, this is the subway in London works pretty much however I want it to work. So all I can tell you is that right now you have a bunch of tunnels going on. That said, you are British, so you can possibly have an idea about that. Do you have anything in any skill that could help you remember or have a good idea what was the how the subway is?
I have skills in technology.
Technology, why not?
Let's see what else. Technology, search. No, I think the technology is my best bet. Like, it's either that or intellect, and I have 0 in intellect, so...
Alright, well, technology is fine for now. Not bad. Okay. So, you think that might be ways to escape the subway without going back to the main entrance. There are probably going to be some gates that need lockpicking, that need picking or something like that. But if you're clever and if you're lucky enough, you might find an exit like that.
Okay, I look at the Xander. Can you lockpick?
I cannot, but I can certainly break down whatever we need to lockpick. Okay. We also have the option of using like my military badge. Like a lot of people don't know what the military does or what they can do. So if we just walk through like military, even if things go poorly, we can usually get through many obstacles.
Okay, so we can just go through the main entrance and people won't bother us, right?
Presumably. It may or may not work well. So it may be a good, like, it may not be a bad idea to try a more elusive route. Okay,
then let's try and find another passage.
Yeah, I'm just saying that if things go wrong in doing this, we can always use a more abrasive method of showing badges and whatnot. Okay. Do we want to wait for Fennec though? Because he is he's our main medical guy.
I think we should leave.
Left behind.
Try and leave the subway and then meet up with him in the street.
Would it be? How about we call him? Have him secure a vehicle because we will need some sort of means of getting this body out of off the streets. We can't just be carrying it around. So have him secure a vehicle, then have a designated area to meet up so that we can, get out of here and meet up really quickly.
Okay. Except that, we won't know exactly where we will get out.
That's fine, but if he has a car, he can drive to where we are pretty quickly.
Okay, so do you want to call him?
Yeah, I'll do that. And I'll call Fennec.
All right.
Ring, ring.
All right. I struggled to pick up the phone while, where I am right now, I'd say I'd be inside the subway entrance that kind of plopped Arthur down on a bench.
Sorry, buddy. Fennec?
Yeah, what?
How are things going on your end?
What?
How are things going on your end?
Well, Arthur's asleep, and I'm trying to drag him to where you guys said you were last.
Okay, that's a bad option. I'm gonna the best thing we can do right now. White
ghost. Wait, what?
There's what?
There was a white ghost. I'll explain later.
Okay. I need you to get a vehicle because if we have Arthur and we have this other guy here, but he's also unconscious, we need means of transportation that aren't going to draw a lot of attention.
Means of transportation. I think I could make something happen.
All right. If you can't, I have an idea, but let me know.
All right. So I'm gonna hang up, and I'm going to call all right, so I still have access to my Fennec still has access to his family's funds.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
So what I want to do is call I don't know. Does London have rent-a-car services, or wherever we are?
I'm sure it does, right?
Like
We are in London.
Yeah, like cabs or stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna call a cabbie.
Okay. That strikes you as probably not a bad idea because, well, I mean, lots have happened. People have seen someone get tackled. They've seen a bloody guy walk in the subway. A crowd has seen a ghost in broad daylight. You probably have reason to think that the police will not take too long to get there.
All right. Wait a minute. I just realized something. Guys, we're in the subway. Why don't we take a subway?
Because we have a guy passed out with us.
Yeah, but it's the subway. I'm pretty sure we can just pass him off as being drunk, and the guy we have passed out, we could say he fell.
Well, I just wanted I wanted a convenient means of transportation because we needed to move around, presumably. And I didn't want to have to carry these guys everywhere.
There is my car.
Yeah.
There is my car.
Yeah, but the cop.
Where is your car?
It's, I presume, near the warehouse, but the keys are with me.
Well, it's not near the warehouse, but it's in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
I guess you parked. What I got from last time is that you parked near a few streets from the crime scene. Then you went to the bank. Then you went to the warehouse. But I was guessing you did that by foot.
Okay.
That makes sense.
All right. So
Do we know if
I have an idea.
Okay, yeah.
I have an idea.
While
So
we're talking, I'm searching the body and taking the gun away from him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to call Xander again. And actually, yeah, I remember that Raven has a car. And I'm going to call him up and say, hey, can you... all right. So I'm going to take Arthur, and I'm going to go to where you guys are, and then we can have Raven, and that way we have two people next to the body. That way Raven can go and get the car.
That sounds good.
All right. But we're in the subway. In a subway tunnel.
I can bring him. It'll be fine.
All right. It just seems counterproductive to bring them and then bring them back. All right, let's do it. This just seemed like the best way to go about it.
Both of us can be there to help carry people. Come on.
Actually, the other way the police are coming, why don't we come out and we'll just flash our badges so that people start understanding all right, it was military police, so that once we're gone.
We've already used that a lot, and if the police are coming, they might actually remember who we are and that we're not the military police.
Well, that's the thing, we have to keep using it. At least the people will not be curious, and so if we stay here, the police will show up, and we'll still be here.
Well, Fennec is kind of making a good point, because last time you used the military police excuse, and it worked to an extent in that the officer still wanted to confirm with his superiors, and still, since you went away before he had the confirmation, he didn't have time to get back to you, but he probably did get confirmation that the military police was not involved there, and that someone tried to pass as the military police.
Yeah, we're going to get recognized and we're going to get arrested if we start flashing any more badges. So we need to stay down here away from the police. And how about this? Oh, how about this? All right, Xander and I, we take Arthur and the knocked out person, get on a subway to the next stop over, and then Raven meets us there with her car. That way, we're away from it. We're away from the crime scene.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. So I get out of the subway, get the car, while you guys stay in the subway.
Yes. So that
Okay.
means that probably means bringing the unconscious. So we're all right. So I'm gonna be at the subway. I'm gonna move further into the subway, like on the platform, and I'm gonna prop Arthur up on a bench, like he's just sitting there with me, and then we're gonna wait for Xander. I'm propping Arthur up as inconspicuously as possible.
Okay. Fennec, do you go into the tunnel to where the unconscious guy is, or do you stay on the platform waiting for the others?
So I'm gonna stay on the platform, and then I'm gonna wait for Xander to bring the unconscious guy. That way, I can meet up with him and act like we're just a bunch of friends, and he can act like we're just a bunch of friends, and that way it looks less conspicuous.
Okay. A bunch of bloody friends, but
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, we look bleeding.
We were in a bar fight.
I just feel like
If anybody else.
okay, but that makes less sense to me.
Why not? What's up?
I don't know. We'll go with it. I don't want to keep being an asshole.
So I just hope we get on a subway before the police come.
all right. So Raven, you step out of the subway with your keys. Then,
Yeah, I go get the car.
all right. You can actually see that there are some police cars in the outside the subway, and they're starting to like ask questions and be stopped by some people who are asking questions themselves.
Okay, so I call Xander in the subway and I warn him that the police is here.
You two, Xander and Fennec, subway train soon comes, and you can take it. Fennec, I'm going to ask you persuasion roll to pass off the way that you all look terrible.
All right. We're just a couple of dudes that had a bit too much fun. That's the story we're going with.
I wonder how are you gonna pass that out when they see that he got shot in the leg.
I am also shot in the arm.
Way too much fun.
That's what like for regular people, the military police thing made more sense to me because we have bullet holes and stuff. But I guess being intoxicated and shooting yourself makes sense in London, where they don't have a lot of guns.
All right. So you kind of fiddle around. You exchange some clothes to hide some wounds. You patch things up as best you can, so you look more like shitty than downright you were into a war zone. And you try to pick like the best place in the train to stand where there's not too many people. You still clearly attract attention, and you probably want to get out of the subway as soon as possible in a stop where there won't be too many people. But that should work out all right as long as Raven is there to pick you up just when you get out. So Raven, you get your car, and eventually you manage to coordinate each other, and you find them outside the subway station, and you get into the car and drive away.
Woo! Success!
Yeah, that was something.
We avoided getting arrested.
Yes, we did.
All right, now the question: where are we going?
I think back to the warehouse. No?
Why the warehouse?
No, that sounds like an awful place to go.
That's a bad idea.
I guess we can go back to Camelot.
That's a better idea. Still, it's a tourist trap, so...
It was fairly empty out of tourists when we were there.
Admittedly, the warehouse is empty, even though not a great place to be.
But the trail leads back. Our trail leads back to the warehouse, and I'm sure the police before
I know
night.
that. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we think of somewhere empty as being a good place to be, we should look for somewhere similar that's similarly empty. Not the warehouse itself, but somewhere that would also be empty.
Can we take like a room in a motel or something?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just
If
like,
people get caught up in the shadows, we're going to have more people dying because of us. I would really rather that not happen.
hold on. I would say try to go out.
Can we look up like abandoned or like houses for sale or something like that, or like condemned houses or something like that?
Yes.
Sale. Actually, yeah, that's a great idea.
Like somewhere that's going to be empty for a little while.
Let's see if we can find just like Airbnb. Do any of us have access to the internet right now?
No. It's 2000. No iPhones.
Yeah, there's also no Airbnb.
Yeah.
Life was so difficult.
Let's drive around the city a little bit and look for like another warehouse or something.
Oh, yeah, just like not a warehouse, just like either a suburban area or like an apartment district that we can see if we can find any empty rooms or houses.
Fennec,
Other people killed.
Fennec, you figure that the suburban area is has at least the merit of not being London, which is pretty helpful right now.
Yeah.
Wait, are we in London now?
Let's go to the countryside.
Yes.
Let's
I
go to
thought-
the countryside.
Okay, never mind.
If we go to the countryside, we can probably find like something, something empty, like a
house
barn or
for
some shit
sale.
for now. Yeah, or a house for sale.
Yeah, if you start looking for like either houses for sale, buildings, or like lodges, then the countryside is usually the place where you'll find more of those. Especially if you target like villages where there aren't many people anymore and stuff like that, but still lots of buildings or houses at least. So I don't really know if there's much skill that could be useful there. So I mean that's fine. I mean you'll take a few hours getting like magazines or maps, stuff like that, to identify what will be the best places, and eventually you can find like an abandoned house that should serve as a shelter for at least a little while.
All right. I'm gonna break in because Fennec's really good at breaking in. He has high intrusion skill. And all right. So here's my suggestion. Let's bring the wounded guy and Arthur in, and then Raven, park the car about 2 or 3 blocks down away from here. We might get recognized. It might get recognized.
You do know that car is registered to me, right?
Exactly. That's why I want to park a few blocks down. That way, if somebody finds the car, they're not going to find us.
Okay.
Why don't you take the license plate off the car too?
I like my car.
Well, we'll park your car like inside, but we'll take off the license plate, so that way it's just like a car that's being fixed. You haven't taken it out in a while. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we have to, we'll knock out the cops and leave.
Okay,
And
so
I'm
we
gonna-
do that.
Yeah, and let's bring the wounded guy in so that the doctor can have a look at him.
Yeah, let's put Arthur in somewhere, and then we'll take care of this guy.
Right underneath furnishing, so he's just going to have to lay out on the ground for a little while.
Okay, so guys, I need to leave now.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I think that's a pretty good
Yeah.
place to stop
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah.
Hi everyone, and thank you for watching this video. If you want to keep up with all of the adventures on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button so you can get a notification each time we upload. And it would be very nice of you to like and share the video to help this channel grow. Have a nice day everyone.